The Living Building Challenge is based on this metaphor of a flower, and when I work with kids, I ask them these questions, how does a flower get its energy? And that's from the sun, or from wind, or from things, natural things around it. How does it get its water? It's from the rain or its sight. What's a flower typically made of? It's healthy, non-toxic things, it's natural things. And then how do you feel when you see a flower? You normally feel inspired or happy. So what if buildings got all of their energy from the sun or wind, all of their water from the rain or their sight? They're made of only non-toxic natural things, and they were something that were beautiful or inspirational to you. Wouldn't that be great?
I remember several years ago I went to a Living Future conference in Seattle, and there was a lot of excitement about this new thing called the SEED classroom that was on display just outside where the conference was.
I knew Richard from Phipps, he's the executive director there, through us both working on living building projects at the same time, myself on Berkshire School and him on Center for Sustainable Landscapes. And we had a synergy there because we both believed in the Living Building Challenge and what it could do for people and for buildings and for the environment. So finding products with Red List compliant materials is hard, but then going to the second set of manufacturers, the ones that you actually have to ask for their product data and have them confirm or deny that they're Red List compliant, and then explain to them why you want to know and educate them as to why it's important. That whole process is an educational process and also one that is very time consuming, but it's for a very important reason.
An important feature about this space is the Mohawk flooring, and we're really excited about that because not only is it beautiful, so it's got a really pretty pattern to it, which is part of biophilic design, so it allows the space to be healthy for children and adults using it, helps to bring out kind of the creativity of individuals in the space, and it's also Red List free, which is atypical for carpeting. So knowing that we can have children or adults or anyone in the space sitting on it, standing on it, seated on it, and there's not the challenges that you have with traditional carpeting.
We've gotten feedback that the space might look a little raw or unfinished, and that's on purpose. So what we learned at Berkshire, just by exposing a few systems in that school project, was that these kids walk in, and the more they can see, the more they want to know. They ask why this is there, or what that does. And I think even with grown-ups, I call them grown-ups, not adults now. For grown-ups walking in and seeing things that are exposed, they also have that kind of reverse experience where they all of a sudden want to ask why about something when maybe they expected it to be a different way. And I think that's one of the most exciting things about what a SEED classroom might do that another classroom might not, is just give the opportunity in every component of how it's built and designed to be sustainable a question in that. What was really fun once we got Mohawk on as a partner with us for the SEED classroom was really engaging them in the design process that we go through on the carpet specifically. So we see the carpet as an opportunity for the kids to actually have design and input and impact, and we give them a grid of the floor of the SEED classroom and allow them just to color it and be whatever kind of map or canvas they would like it to be. Giving that to Mohawk and having them actually go through the process of designing that into their carpet tiles with the colors and textures that they had was a pretty rewarding experience, I think, for all of us. And then watching the kids and people come inside and wonder why the carpet looked like that and wasn't just a plain color like it might be somewhere else was a pretty fun process. And having kids write or come up and ask me, well, I don't understand why all buildings aren't living. Why aren't all buildings like this? I just couldn't not do something to make more kids maybe ask that question. Because if all kids ask that question and grow up with that in their minds, just imagine how much better our world might be and our environment might be if that's how things are being built and thought about.
I hope that that's something that the kids will see and understand when they come to the space, and something that they'll take away and use that to be inspired to change the world, because we're going to have to change the world.